Good morning, boys and girls. Back-to-back recording. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning right now, and I am in the girl. Nope, still not giving you her name. You guys got to guess that name. I've said it before. I've said it many times before. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour on the truck, and just pretty much show how I operate things and how I do things, which, I mean, it's a truck. It's pretty simple about how things are ran. But the inside, it's a Ram 5500. It's a 2018 Ram 5500 with 45,000 kilometers on it at the moment, which, I don't know, 25,000 kilometers, miles for the American side. Inside, plain Jane. Now this one here, I can tell you, is Wendy. This is Wendy. Wendy's my trusty little companion. She has her puppy for Remembrance Day, Canadian. There's a story behind Wendy. Not too many of you know it. Actually, I think only one of you knows it. And that's gonna stay like that. No, it's a good story. I like it. This is one of my kids. That's the oldest, and that's my baby. That's my baby. That's last year's picture. I keep my radios here. I never know when I need to communicate with one of my guys that's away from me. He's in a breaker room or something, trying to turn off breakers for a job. I mean, inside the cab, it's a plain Jane DEF fluid. Every truck has it now. Diesel trucks, 45,840. I was close. I'm pretty sure I said that. Diesel fuel and this and that. So everything in here is plain Jane. She runs like a champ. She's still brand new. She's the first parts actually that I'm ever going to be putting on her are the two upper ball joints for the front guy stuff. And that's getting done next Saturday morning when I do the annual inspection for the MTO, which is mandatory. I think in the States it's MDOT or CDOT or something dot. But it's an annual inspection through the Ministry of Transportation of Ontario saying that your vehicle is safe to be on the road, which is a yellow sticker in the windshield. It's going, I'm taking her Saturday morning to Kenworth to get that taken care of once a year. No choice. Rear view camera. I keep that one activated at all times. That way I can always keep an eye at the traffic behind me because people don't care. And I don't see them. Truck is big enough, I don't see them. So with the camera, I can see them. I don't know, business cards, whatever. That's not important. I keep my my pad there. There's my 4x4. This truck was equipped because it was custom built for me, by me. So I wanted a 4x4. Oh, my tablet is for the internet or my my work order system, which I can access through the internet with. That's my pile of junk. That's all my junk in there. I got lots of junk. This is a MiFi. This is a portable internet system. I turned that bad boy on and I have internet through cell phone towers. And then the junk in the back, which is not important. Minus my harness. I keep my harness in the back there. That's my my guy's harness. Hard hats. Same thing. They're kept back there. All my cleaning supplies and anything that I really want to keep inside the cab away from the cold and the elements, because I do deal with a lot of different elements. Like especially right now, it's super cold out. So I go outside. I work in super cold, and then I come park the truck indoors because the truck always sleeps indoors. So from cold to hot to hot to cold, it creates condensation and your tools rust, which sucks. Bin number one, I got flashy lights here. I can turn those on real quick. Another little switch right down here. So flashy lights on the side, and I get the flashy lights in there, which also activates lights inside my bins. Down there and down there, which is the same on both sides. I'm going to turn that off so I don't drain the batteries. Bulbs up here, any kind of service bulbs. I do have snowshoes as well. I've needed them for jobs, so I keep snowshoes here now. all different types of bulbs, different lengths from 84, which are 7-footers, to 6-footers, to like my levels in here. This is my garbage bin and my 8-foot bulbs, 8-foot, 8-foot, and then that's my job from earlier tonight, still covered with snow. Down here, pretty simple. I mean, I keep my socket sets here, another socket set, jigsaw, all the screws that I need on a regular basis. I'm extremely organized, extremely organized, and I like showing up to a job site and knowing exactly where everything is. And you know what, I'm looking for a certain screw, I know exactly where to go get it. That's all my bolts, all my washers, they're all in there, all my nuts. Heat gun is in the back. I do need heat gun often. This has been here in all my hand tools, my screwdrivers, my pliers, my strippers. It says tools on it right there. These are different odd tools that I don't really use often. Pry bars, vice grips, this and that. Grinder tools, chalk line, zip ties. This is my battery operated grinder with all the discs, the feather disc, the cutting disc, the grinding discs. Hammer stays down there as well. And that's it for this bin. This one here we're gonna fall into, this is all my electrical. Again, extremely organized. Every marette, everything is extremely organized. Show up to a job site, I take the whole bin with me and I go. And then that's my secondary electrical, which is switches and photo cells and plugs and all sorts of random stuff like that. So the stuff I don't use that often. And then again, this is a whole bunch of wood screws and then lag screws and different specialty items like for different pin mounts. If you guys want to see more in depth on these later on, I can do a video of what's inside my my bins. My drills, this is my Impact. This is a $500 drill right here. Brushless dewalt 20 volt XR with a 5 amp battery, and this is a $600 drill. This is the XR brushless hammer drill, brushless motor. So these are extremely expensive. 2 5 amp batteries here. I got 4 more batteries there. There's 2 4 amps, the rest are 5 amps, and I got 2 more 4 amps that I keep in the cab at all times. My caulking gun with all my caulking, silicone when I do pin mounts. You've seen the batteries. And then my bit case, a little magnetic DeWalt case. Great for up there in the basket, sticks like a charm. Done for this bin. I'm just gonna do these ones real quick. I don't use these ones too often. I got a 5,000 watt inverter. As you can see, it's rusting to crap. Condensation, again, you can see that it's wet now, right there. It's wet, so I mean, it's the condensation from the hot and the cold. I keep a vacuum in here as well. My oscillating tool, another brushless DeWalt. Electrical stuff, again, I have powered tools down here, powered jigsaw, powered saw, powered grinder. I got my little radio back there as well. My rags, alcohol. I keep a ladder on the truck at all times with a spool of 14-2BX that I always need. Cones, I always keep 6 cones on the truck. I need cones everywhere I go. My Canadian flag is beaten behind, but it is old, it just ripped, so I need to get a new one. This is all my rigging stuff. I mean, there's not much to show in here. Again, if you want to see more in depth of this, I can show more. I keep chicken wire and odd stuff in here. All my clevises, my rigging tools are up here. Facelift brackets, different sizes. My ball for my winch, all different straps. 2 4-footers, 6-footers, 8-footers, 10-footers, and 2 12-footers. My ropes. I got a spill kit down there as well. The first aid and emergency kit over there as well. So, I mean, this is pretty much all my rigging stuff. And these ones here are going to be a bitch to open. Yeah, I can't open these with one hand. These are, when they were installed, they were tightened a little bit too much. These guys, and they're hard to open. But this is all my straps, all my big straps like this. I use all 3,000 pound capacity straps, and they're all in here. This is odds and ends as well that I can't open, garbage from tonight's job. And then the other side is a little bit of garbage, not too much. There's a K right there for KK. KK, I know you're watching this. The other K is at my office. Yes, obviously I'm going to post them on my office. Like, seriously, of course. Light, again, shiny light. I did those myself. They're not the best, but they work. Ballast, metal halide ballast in there as well, and magnetic, and there's electronic ballast way in the back there. And these are all my LED power supplies, which is now the norm. Everything is going LED. Just like this little bad boy LED, half of it's out. I gotta buy new ones of those. So that's pretty much it. That's how I run. That's the tools that I need to work on a daily basis. I work up there. There's controls up there, as you can see. My truck's got 4 outriggers, 2 in the front, straight down. Those are the outriggers. This pad here goes straight down. And then in the back, there are A-frame style outriggers. It's the same thing. It's a crushing hazard, it says it right there. The outriggers. So this is the pad. This slides out on an A-frame and lifts the truck off the ground. My truck, which I'm not going to name, is very smart. Those are sensors. There's a sensor on every outrigger, and if the sensors are not to the position that the truck needs them to be, the truck will not allow me to operate my truck. And she has kicked me out times that the ground was not stable enough or not safe enough. She's kicked me completely out of using the truck, and I had to reposition and move the truck. There's one up there as well that controls the main boom. That green little sensor controls the main boom. I do have controls down there as well to control the main turret. 2,000 pound winch in the back. I got a 500 pound winch in the basket. Sideways, I have 37 feet of boom, and straight up, as high as I can go, I got 43 feet of boom. Make it about 46 feet from the ground because the truck's about 3-4 feet off the ground. That's what I do. So, like I said, if you want to see a little bit more in depth on the toolboxes alone, I could do a video on the toolboxes one day and then detail out this screw does this and that screw does that. A lot of people are interested in that kind of stuff. Some are not. Some are just going to say, well, all right, it's a nice truck, and I got to see what you do, so cool. And some of you will want to be more in depth. Let me know down in the comment section, and if there's anything else that I can show more in depth, let me know as well. I don't do any of the designing, so when it comes down to printers, laminators, designing, I don't do any of that stuff, so don't expect me to share videos of that, because I don't work here in the shop. I'm out there all the time. So that's going to be it for this video, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes. If you are interested in seeing more, let me know down in the comments section down below. I am going to take my snow pants off and go home. So I will be uploading this video today as well, along with the one that I just recorded about the snow removal out there that I just did. And I'm going to go have a coffee, and I'm probably going to get some gaming done. So I will see you in the gaming world.